Welcome back to Backer Avenue. We are back in Philly, and today we are in Port Richmond.
Yo, what's up, guys? We are in Port Richmond.
Hi, Backer Avenue!
I work here, and Marinucci's is the best. You should really visit.
I get the distinct impression that Port Richmond is a strong Polish-American community. Loads of stores, loads of specialty stops here. Really nice, quaint little neighborhood. It seems that one of our followers is a 70-year-old guy. He was born and raised in South Philadelphia, and he has some really pretty strong opinions about pizzas, hoagies, and cheesesteaks. Probably most of the guys that are 70 years old and born and raised in South Philly have some pretty strong opinions. He's got a strong opinion about Marinucci's. Marinucci's is his go-to spot. We're back. We traveled across the ocean just to give this place a shot for one of our followers, one of those South Philly 70-year-old guys. Join us on the adventure. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and make sure you tell a friend. Marinucci's. We came, we are trying, and hopefully we will conquer, but I think this thing is like huge. This may just conquer us. This would be material for doing curls with no problem whatsoever. Now this is one hefty sandwich. Saw them putting it together back there. It's really pretty amazing, okay? We are in Port Richmond, and we found Campbell Square just about 4 blocks away from Marinucci's. This location in Port Richmond is not the one that was mentioned, but they assured me that it was the same ownership and the same Marinucci's that is in the Northeast. So they have 3 locations, and again, we're at the Port Rich area, going for the unwrap. Wrapped really well. We've got a nice little layer to protect and keep those juices in there. So far I could really see how this would be somebody's go-to place so far. Lots of different options. The bread is Amoroso's. You can get plain white. I understand you can get like a wheat. I got the regular with the sesame seeds on it. It's kind of a go-to for me, really like that. In here you can see it's packed. We got mayo, we've got roasted red peppers, several different types of meat. We've got the gabagool, we've got the goudagine, we've got the ham, we've got the salami pepperoni variation, lettuce, tomato, all good stuff wrapped in one. And you just smell like delicious meat sandwich in a Amoroso roll. And for the bite. This is a rough one to get your mouth around, literally. And you need to have some craft, I think, to eat one of these. It is so full, and if you really chomp down on one end of it, you really have to work the other end to keep everything inside. This is heavy duty. It's loaded with flavor. I got the lettuce, tomato, the onions. That's a pretty normal fare. Got the oil and vinegar. I've got the mayonnaise in here, loaded with flavor. We've got a really pretty nice aged provolone in there. It's got a little bit of bite to it. Really nice addition to a hoagie when you've got a really good aged provolone inside of it. Again, it's Dietz & Watson are the cold cuts. I think that's exclusively what they offer there, is the Dietz & Watson. And again, it is so packed. We started at one end and start pushing it out the other end. So I'm going to try and work my way back. This is seriously testing my sandwich eating skills here today. And it is so packed. There's no way to keep all of this meat in here. This is one of the more packed sandwiches that I've seen. The rolls even seem to be a little wider. This is a bigger, rounder, has more girth to it, this roll. And they're packing more stuff in there as a result of that. It's almost as if the meat is reproducing in the sandwich. It just keeps coming at you, basically. And that's the one thing too, you could really taste the quality of the meats here. Dietz & Watson, as most of you know if you've been watching us, is like top-notch Philadelphia cold cuts. You know, there's Boarhead on the more national level. Dietz & Watson is just actually fantastic though. Okay, so when you get this monster, you kind of have to attack it from all ends. I started on this end, it was coming out this side, I'm working back towards the center. Now I'm coming down towards the middle. And still, as I'm looking at it, felt like I've eaten like a hoagie already. And this still has, like, that's what I would consider a good hoagie after I've eaten half of it already. What I also really like is the roasted red peppers in this. That's a little addition, I think, because this is the Marinucci hoagie, which is their specialty and what I'm told is the most popular. Okay, now, I'm doing work on this, and I am down right now finally to what is kind of like a manageable sandwich. I mean, right there, I've eaten more than half of it, and this is more than enough, I think, a decent sandwich for anybody with a halfway decent appetite. It's nice and juicy. You've got the tomato juice coming out, you've got the oil, the vinegar, got the mayonnaise in this. Nice and juicy. It's starting to condense, coming down to the end. Like I always say, I love the last bites of these, as you get all those juices settling down to the bottom. And this is kind of the bottom middle, not an end bottom, but the bottom middle. We're attacking it, we're surrounding it, we're going to try and conquer it. Now that we've got it down to a manageable size, I'm going to go in with some of the peppers. Kind of really glad we waited on that because I don't think I could have fit anything more in that when we got started. So this is almost like kind of the dessert bites. A little bit more flavor. Love the hot pepper, a little spice in there, not too hot. That's a perfect bite. That is just a perfect bite. Combination. You can really taste everything in this. A little bit of the provolone cheese in there. A little bite. You've got the roasted red pepper. I just got a little bit from the bottom of that. The quality of the lunch meat, and now with the peppers to give it that nice little perfect bite. And I would agree with our 70-year-old South Philly guy. Good call. I could really understand why this is your go-to place. And everybody should go here at least once, and I think you'll probably come back. I feel like I got really lucky. Middle of November, in Port Richmond, kind of a new experience for me. American Polish neighborhood, right here in Campbell Square. Nice little park, little sit-down park in the middle of the community. Nice, hospitable. Just another little side note, I love being in Philly for some of the flavors. Grew up with this black cherry, and I know some of you guys out there that follow us have noted that was one of their favorites as a kid growing up here in Philly. This birch beer, vanilla cream, a great accompaniment to almost any sandwich. Big shout out to the people at Marinucci's. They're doing it up, they're doing it good. They've been here since 1991, so like 32 years doing it. They're doing it good. They've got 3 different locations. Staff is great, very friendly, very open. Let us get in there and get some nice shots inside. A big shout out to Chi also. Thanks for the recommendation. I can see why this is your go-to spot. It's I think once people try it, it could be a go-to spot for a lot of people here in the area. We also got another recommendation from that very same follower to give Gooey Louie's a try for one of the best cheesesteaks in Philly. I've heard a lot about it, and we are definitely going to give that one a shot in the very near future. Thanks so much for being with us. We really appreciate you being here, and we like doing stuff for you. So please, don't forget to like, subscribe, and make sure you tell a friend, and peace until our next adventure in Philly.